Yo, what's up? In this video, I'm gonna talk about Cari champion Jemele Hill coming out with a show on Vice or something. I and also a run-in that I got with some crowd that was on my Facebook because I was joking about Bubba Smollett. Okay. But before I get into that, I'm gonna wait till some people get in or whatever. A couple of people get in. Well, like yesterday, the day was a typical day. I went to the gym for about an hour. What I had for lunch, I just for breakfast, I had a protein shake for breakfast, and for lunch, I went to Arby's. I had a coupon in the mail. Arby's 2 for $6 the day of my cheat meal. The 2 for $6 chicken sandwiches. So I got 2 chicken sandwiches and a medium fry, and I had some water when I got home. And I ain't have no dinner because that was enough for the dinner. Well, Nick Young ain't coming back. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that too. Good. Yeah, I forgot to talk about that. I'm gonna talk about Avery Bradley. Avery Bradley said he ain't playing. And you know why he really ain't playing? I like they chicken sandwiches. They good. And so I had 2 of them, and I had a medium fry. I didn't get a drink. I just drank water when I got home. So I put in my meal tracker, and that was more than enough. And then I ain't eat no dinner, cause that was enough for that'll last me till I ain't even hungry now. So that's why I'm laying it down earlier. But Arby's, I like their chicken sandwiches and they brisket sandwich. But you know, like it's low on my list of restaurant food. Like Taco Bell is like number 1 for fast food. Taco Bell. And like, and then second, I guess you wouldn't consider this like junk food. I don't consider this junk food. Like barbecue places, when you get barbecue chicken or whatever, or ribs, I don't consider that really fast food. Like that's somewhat healthy, eating the chicken at least. But I just got the chicken sandwich. I don't really like the roast beef stuff. But anyway, yeah, Avery Bradley. Yeah, let me talk about that. Avery Bradley opt out. He said, "Look, man, I ain't going." And he say that his family, he got ill family members, and that's fine if you're gonna do it for that. But I think that's part of it. That's part of that's part of the reason why Avery Bradley ain't playing. But the real, like, okay, his family is like 60%. Nah, I take that back. His family reason I get that by 70%. His family sick, and he gotta look after them. That's fine. But the majority of the reason why he ain't playing, he said, "Look, man, we gonna lose anyway. LeBron, Scottie Pippen, James, the leader, and we gonna get bounced out against the Blazers in the first round anyway. So, why I gotta work myself up, start back practicing and stuff like that just to lose to Dame Lillard, being the 8th seed, and we go down there to Orlando and all this other stuff. It ain't no point, cause LeBron, Scottie Pippen, James, the leader. So we going down there for nothing. So that's why like I said, 70% is his family, and nobody can disagree with that. But the 30% is because Scottie Pippen James is the leader, and he played against Scottie Pippen James, when he was in Boston, so he know the man a role player, and he said, well, I might well just stay home because I know we're gonna lose, especially Dame Lillard get the 8th seed. I know LeBron loves they don't want to see that, And Avery Bradley said, man, it ain't worth my time. You know, I finna chill my family and see it, and, you know, make sure they okay. And then guess who they gonna get? I saw that this morning at the gym. You know, about the opt out thing. They go, you know, what name, Rokoski, whatever his name. You know, he said it's legit. They say they gonna sign the drunk, J.R. Smith the drunk. You know, to replace Avery Bradley. I wonder why. Cause he a stone cold LeBron lover. You know, he was at the Ohio State game with that role player. Well, that ain't what Dame Lillard think. J.R. Smith the drunk, he was at the Ohio State game with the role player. The role player vouched for him to get a contract, that big contract, like he one of the top shooting guards in the league. A couple of weeks ago, he was riding bicycles with the role player. Y'all remember that? LeBron, Scottie Pippen, James riding bicycles with J.R. Smith the drunk through the city. You know. So, but Dame literally better than LeBron. So he don't, you know, that don't make what you said. You said they too smart. Well, JJ Barea, how smaller can you get than JJ Barea? Huh? And he had no problem beating that role player in Dallas. So that don't matter. You know, he my height, 5'9". And you would have saw the game, you would have thought JJ Barea was Wilt Chamberlain height. You know, shooting jumpers on in the face jumpers. You know, driving in at will. You know, so the Blazers being too small, they're really a disadvantage to the Lakers. You know, against the role player. You know, JJ Barea was, you know, that's an average height person in in life, but in the NBA, that's a midget, okay? And that midget would jumping around, shooting jumpers in their face, posting up Scottie Pippen, James, and stuff. You would have squint your eyes, you thought that was Wilt Chamberlain, you know, or somebody like that. So them being too small, that don't mean nothing. Now, if it was against Kobe, you could say yeah, but it's against LeBron, and LeBron got dominated by JJ Barea, you know. Well, you misremembering all that. I remember JJ Barea posting them up and you know, posting them up like Wilt Chamberlain and stuff, and shooting balls in their face, you know, shooting jumpers in their face and going to the hole and blocking his shots and all. That's what I saw in the finals. You know, I did dirt person. I don't know what you talking about. You know, I don't know anything about that. You know. So I don't know who the dirt person is. I saw JJ Barea. Okay, so but anyway, you know, they got J.R. Smith the drunk. He was riding bicycles with the role player, so he was just putting it on. He was easing his way in now. And when Avery Bradley, you would think they could find somebody else, but they said that they're gonna sign J.R. Smith the drunk, you know, and that's LeBron, Scottie Pippen, James friend. And you saw what happened those last couple of years with J.R. Smith the drunk, you know. Don't know when the time is running down and anything. The man a drunk, you know. So, but you know, LeBron James, the Blazers gonna beat them. Well, you know, I know y'all don't want the Blazers to win because Dame Lillard said that we gonna get them if we get in there. So y'all don't want to see that. So you know, if Memphis remain the 8th seed or the Kings or somebody get in there. If the Lakers beat y'all, gonna jump up for joy like this. The Kings with Chris Webber down, you know, and Avery Bradley don't got time all day. He said, "Listen, man, I ain't fit to play on that team because soon we lose. They go blame me. They go blame this person, you know, and all this other stuff. He don't want to deal with that, so he might well just stay home, you know." But anyway, Cari, you know, I follow Cari Champion on Instagram. And Cari Champion and Jemele, she put a post. Cari here and Jemele here gonna have a weekly talk show on Vice. I don't have cable, so on Vice. And I said, oh God, you know, the visuals will look okay. I mean, Jemele Hill ain't ugly, but she ain't, you know, when I think of news women, I don't think of her. You know, I think of Cari Champion, what's her name, Taylor Rooks, uh, Aaron Andrews, you know, the mediator on Undisputed, Joy Taylor. You know, she way down on the list, you know. So, but Cari Champion looked good. So you would think, okay, I watch it just to look at them. But, you know, that can only go so far, you know, for me, you know. Well, she ain't ugly as Elf. You know, she okay. She probably like a 7 or something, you know. But other news women in media and stuff that look better than her, you know. But she ain't like, oh my God, when I look at her, man, ugh. Well, at least to me, you know, the beauty is the eye of the beholder. So I ain't knocking you for it. But you know, you would think, okay, I could just look at them and just ignore what they be saying, but that could only go so far, okay? Now I know you I know you trolling now, you know. But that can only go so far, okay? But you know what they're gonna talk about every week, you know. Well, I ain't really been looking at Marley lately. You know, when she first got on the show, you know, she ain't look like no man. I don't think she probably don't look like no man now either. You know, I won't throw out the bedroom, you know. But you know, she probably don't look it better than she did when she first got on. But anyway, they gonna have that talk show and you know what they gonna talk about every week. Let me look again. I think they said a weekly talk show. You know what they're gonna talk about every week. Weekly talk show. Let me see. Uh oh God, they're gonna be the worst show ever. Nah, I ain't one of these people. They need to cancel it. Don't. I'm happy they got to switch to Jemele Hill because she been unemployed for a minute. You know, because of her mouth. You know, I'm happy they got a job. You know, I don't want the show to be canceled and all this other stuff. I'm just not gonna watch it. You know, I may watch it once just to see if my hypothesis is true. Okay, and my hypothesis is they're gonna talk about every week race. All this thing racist, that thing racist. You know, they ain't gonna talk about. I don't think they only gonna talk about sports. All this thing racism, white supremacy, systematic racism. All Kaepernick need to be in the league. Kneeling, they need to kneel, and all they gonna talk about that every episode. Okay, Black Lives Matter. They gonna talk about that every episode, and then you would think, you know, if you were outsider looking in, you would think that's the only issues that and problem with the black community. Is a issue, but not the not the main, like it is an issue, but not the only issue. You know, they gonna talk about, yeah, women rights. Oh, you know, but they don't never say the rights they don't have versus a man. I'm still trying to see what rights that they don't have that a man have. They could get it. They could do any job. They could apply to be a auto mechanic. They could be anything that consider men job, a construction worker. They could apply for it. You know, there ain't nothing stopping them. You know, you just gotta have the skills to do it. You know, but they're gonna say that they got less rights than men, but they don't never mention it. They gonna talk about that. Oh, we, you know, this America is racist. You know, Kaepernick is better than Joe Montana. He need to be in the league. Kneeling. Black Lives Matter, like you said, politics. What going on? Politics. You vote for this person, you a racist. If you agree with this, you're a white supremacist. They're gonna be on the show every week. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch one episode to see. I know I'm right. I'm just wanna just to see. you know, they gonna talk about that. They gonna everything. Every episode gonna deal with race. You know, politics. Like you said, politics. I said, well, I'm gonna vote for this guy because I agree with this and that. Oh, you a racist. You a racist. You a white supremacist. I watch that every day. Truth be told, me, I have stage fright. You know, I mean, cause I had took a public speaking class in college, and my friends they know that I'm a big talker, at least among them. But in crowds and stuff, I be real quiet and to myself. And when I took the public speaking class, I had stage fright, and I made an F my first project. You know, and by the end of the semester, I made a B. I got more into it, but I just won't like talking in front of crowds or whatever. In front of audience. YouTube is fine because I don't see a whole bunch of people looking at me or whatever. But if it be a crowd of people, I freeze up and have jitters. Yeah, Trump bashing. You know, I don't know about Queen Cook. Uh, uh, yeah, you right. I could do it at home in the studio. Yeah, that's a good idea. I might look into that. But I got to be all in. And then it probably got to be something that I do on part time because I got a pretty good job and I don't want to just quit it to do that. Like if I could do it, like if I could do the show like on a weekend, like one week, one day out of a week, or do a lot of them in a couple of days and then just edit them and then just release them. I could do it that way. Well, I like Queen Cook. You know, the role player. Answer me. Yeah, Blitz think, Blitz say this the hardcore sports fans. And then, hardcore to him is you gotta have league pass, you gotta have red Sunday ticket. I'm gonna get back to Jemele Hill in a minute. You gotta have league pass, you gotta have Sunday ticket, you gotta watch I'm talking about all the football games that come on. You gotta not just watch the ones in your region, cause down here where I'm at, we get the Falcon game, the Panthers, the those come on, and the Saints, those come on Fox and CBS. We get the Jaguars, the Dolphins, and we get like AFC teams on CBS here. It usually be the Dolphins or the Jaguars and stuff like that. But I ain't no hardcore fan. So well, I can't really afford to get all them packages and stuff. You ain't a hardcore fan. You gotta watch every game from the first quarter to the fourth quarter. Yeah, the Titans. We get the Titans too. Yeah, we get them too. That come on CBS. The Titans, the Dolphins, and the Jaguars primarily. And then like the late game, it'll probably cut in or something, but we usually get those games, the AFC games on CBS here, and the NFC game like the Falcons, every NFC South. But usually in Georgia they have the Falcon, like if the Falcons and the Bucks playing different teams, we'll get the Falcon game, and then they go from there. And then I ain't including Monday night, Sunday night. Everybody get those Thursday night. Everybody get those games. But as far as the regional game, those are the only games we get. Yeah, you know. Yeah, he more on something. He said Kobe. 'Cause he's a his whole thing was bashing Kobe. You know. But anyway, that Jemele Hill, that Jemele, I'm glad they got a job. I don't want it to get canceled. I'm gonna watch one episode to see, cause we all know it's gonna be about that. And then also I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna wait like months down the line and watch another episode to see. I'm gonna pick a random episode to watch, and then I'm gonna see, and they gonna be about the same thing. Okay. Now Quinn Cook ain't getting nobody no ring as long as that role player on the team. See, you gotta understand this. The role players on the team, okay? So, long he on the team, your chances of winning is zero. Okay? Alright, so okay, let me get into it. This Crab, and I calling him that because I'll tell you why in a minute. Bubba Smollett, he lied. He pretty much made it up. The FBI. Yeah, cause if it get canceled, but Jemele here go run on Twitter. Oh, Vice is a group of racists. They're a white supremacist group. That's what she gonna say, and they don't want to hear that. And well, let me get into it. This guy on Facebook, you know, he got mad, cause if you check Twitter, somebody made a Bubba Smollett Twitter account. You know, they made a Twitter account, and then it's a troll. They got pictures and stuff. Oh man, this rope and stuff. So I post on my Facebook. Now mind you, I didn't say nothing about the Bubba Smollett thing when it was happening. I had in the back of my mind it don't sound right, but still though, I ain't say nothing when they had the parade. They had a parade for the man at the race, and he was all on them shows. I was saying in the back of my head that looked like a Jesse Smollett thing. But I still didn't say anything. But yesterday when the FBI found out that rope is used just to pull down the garage, and it been there for months, it was a hoax. So I started trolling. So I wrote on Facebook. I put Bubba Smollett. And then I wrote, like I said, somebody made a Bubba Smollett Twitter account, and then he had a picture of Bubba Smollett with them two Africans. Them two Africans that were with Justice Smollett. He had a picture with them. He photoshopped Bubba Wallace with the two Africans in the background or something. You know, yeah, he's still Santo. It was the news. He was on Don Lemon show. It was the news still. I said, well, like the way it was tied. I mean, you could use that for anything. When we thought of a noose, we thought of like a big rope, big enough to fit around the person's neck, and it just in a random spot. That was. He just don't know what to say. But anyway, I posted a screenshot of Bubba Smollett Twitter with Bubba Smollett and the two Africans in the thing, and this guy, I know him from my job at the call center. Still dreaming, probably remember him too. He say stupid stuff. He one of these guys. Oh, they need to burn down Minnesota at his home. He ain't there doing it. Kaepernick deserved to play and all that. So he one of these guys. I never wrote on the thing. I just look at that stupid S and I just keep scrolling. But he got mad. He got butthurt about me because everybody else was laughing at it now. And the people I know were laughing at it are people who, Black Lives Matter, Kaepernick deserved to play. They laughing at the jump, So he told me, he put a picture of a person a Daffy Duck dancing, saying I'm buck dancing, and I said, dude, the dude made it up, and you put your cape on to defend him. Looks like you dancing to me. That's what I put. And he put, no, he never did what he said now. And then when I got upset, not upset, but started messing with him. It sure didn't make any sense, but I just didn't say anything until it play on out, cause I knew it probably gonna end like this. I thought that either he planted it, or it was much ado about nothing. So it was the latter. But anyway, he put, no, he never reported it. Did what the guy said. No, he never reported it. Someone in his camp did, and he from my city. So don't talk s about the home team. You always down in black people, which is false, by the way. On your page, I don't say nothing, but not the 704. I guess that's a zip code. And I said, well, he didn't act like he didn't report it when he was on shows and they did that parade. He didn't say, well, we're gonna find out, get to the, he didn't say nothing like that. We're gonna get to the bottom of this and see if it really was an issue. He didn't say nothing. He was saying it like he saw it and did it, and they had a parade for him. And I said, how I'm down in black people. See, people always come and say stuff. How I'm down in black people. I did what I wrote. I said, how I'm down in black people when the story isn't true. So how can I down somebody about a fake story? Now, if the man actually had a noose in the thing and I'm mocking it, then you could say something, But it's not true. You'll think that a person be happy that he wasn't a victim of a hate crime. But these woke guys, they want it to happen so they can push their narrative, and they get mad that it didn't happen. They're crazy. And I said, and I put, I don't give a blank. I ain't right. And I tell you why I don't write cuss words and stuff on Facebook and be cussing on YouTube. I get to that, all this in a minute. And I said, man, IDGIF AF about where he from. And then don't tell me who I could talk about. Cut that junk out. Do what I do when I see some of the stupid I put the little crap emoji, crap you say, I just ignore it and scroll on. And you can tell you got mad now. Oh boy, you a FN. You know what F word, N word. I don't know if that's just a southern thing, but hey, it's a sign of disrespect. And I put the laughing emoji by it just to let them know that this the internet. And threats don't bother me on the internet. Boy, you a FN behind the CPU with your Twitter fingers like I don't know you, and you damn sure wouldn't say that S in person. What did I say? You the one came. Don't say nothing about my city. Don't say nothing about my home team. I don't care where he's from. He could be from where I'm from. If he lied about the news, we gonna call him Bubba Smollett. I was telling D about this when they were happy. I said, D, if you lie about the rope and it come out to be fake, I'm gonna call you D Smollett. I don't care you from Albany. And I said, I don't down black people. I never did. So I don't do that. Downing black people to me is yeah, they look like they want it to be racist. They want it to be true. Yeah, he was mad about that, because in reality he really ain't a good racer. He like a middle of the road racer based on the stuff I read. Similar thing, family member, because I never believed the Bubba Smollett story. I say wait till it comes info. Yeah, so I waited. I ain't say nothing. I ain't joke on it or anything. Black live love dying and fighting for their city, but hate America. It make no sense. The truth is the truth. Yeah, I'm saying. And I said, you don't even know this person. Then I said, I don't down black people. And then you talking about something, I'm an FN and all that. I said, man, I put in please. I don't write out the word, and I tell you why. Even on Facebook, in please. Those threats don't scare me. At least you tried. Uh, that who more of a FN, the guy who make posts about Bubba Smollett and laugh, or the guy who get butt hurt on Facebook and act tough about a NASCAR drive he doesn't even know? And I said, you look silly. Just stop it. You really don't know me. So chill out. You know. Boy, I ain't about to go back and forth with you. You know what it is. And I put, okay, well, you the one started it. I ain't wrote on your page. So after which, I went on his page. Cause on Facebook you could snooze somebody for 30 days. Not unfriend, just snooze them so you don't see them. And I snooze this cat. I feel say Igor, all the time. He say some of the stupidest stuff. You know, but I don't unfriend people because I disagree with them. You know, so I looked on his page because I snoozed him because he was saying stuff about the Minnesota riot. He was co-signing the jump. You know, so I looked on his page and he posted something. Okay, somebody else was joking on Bubba Smollett. And on I guess somebody he know or whatever. And I don't know what's up with this thing going on now. Of people yeah, even if he had drug problem, I'm talking about the story with the rope. It sounds like the Bubba Smollett, the Jesse Smollett story. So if I were dying, I might say stuff about the drugs and you said and all the other stuff he did. I'm just strictly talking about that. Seeing him come in first place yet. I've been watching NASCAR because the other sports out there. He don't even finish in the top 10. Bubba had a white mama and a white wife. Bubba would be the same guy talk crap about all the time saying he ain't black. Yeah. So I looked on this guy page who was saying all this. I don't know what's up with this little trend now. These people. Now I'm a FN. He said I'm a FN. Oh, you shouldn't say that. You a FN. So I looked on his page, and he made a screenshot of somebody. They ain't say nothing crazy, and if they did, who cares? Somebody was joking about Bubba Smollett. They ain't say nothing like all that black monkey. He ain't say nothing. He just said Bubba Smollett Bubba Wallace won the Jesse Smollett Award for 2020. That's all he said. So this same cat who, you won't say this in my face, you a FN. He gonna post the guy, screenshot the guy name who said it, and screenshot, on Facebook. Like I leave that private. Like people who know me, they know where I work with. As far as public, like I leave all that private, so nobody ain't on my friend. They can't see where I work and anything, because stuff like this. And I get into that in a minute. He go post the guy, on Facebook. You could put like, oh, I'm a contractor at such and such. I work here at such and such. He go post all that on his thing because he was joking about Bubba Smollett, and he was talking about let them have, I don't say nothing, but he posts all this, man. He doxed the man pretty much, and telling people to let him have it because he joking on Bubba Smollett. So so that's not an FN. I mean, in my city, that'd be a I was telling D about it because D was at work. And D had the Bluetooth, so he was working and stuff. So I was telling him. And after I saw that, I said, hold up. I'm a FN. I was telling D on the phone. I said, hold up, I'm a FN for joking on Bubba Smollett. But him, a man, not doxing people to get people to call the man, whoever it is, a job and try to get the man in trouble for joking on Bubba Smollett. That's not an FN. You know, I said the full word on the phone to D. And D said, actually, man, that's some garden tool. You know what garden tool is. Actually, man, that's some garden tool S. You know. So and we use that term down here too. I said exactly. That's exactly what that is. You know, because I don't if I don't agree with you about something, I'm not fit to call, find, and do it myself. Let alone put your stuff out there so people can contact your job and stuff about that. So I made a post after I saw that. On Facebook. I said, let me get this straight. Roasting Bubba Smollett because he get mad when I say I ain't say Bubba Wallace. I say every time I wrote Bubba, I put Bubba Smollett. You know, I said let me get this straight. Roasting Bubba Smollett is being an FN, but posting a person's Facebook page with his info, rattling people to let him have it because the person was roasting Bubba Smollett. That isn't being a FN. And then I put in parentheses. To be honest, that's some going to, you know, I put a little crap emoji. You know, I guess the definition of FN is different in other places than on the south side of town where I grew up at. You know, then he got mad. He posted this under the video. Let me tell your Uncle Tom A something. I don't care where you grew up, but he wanted me to care that he from where Bubba Smollett at. That's what I don't get. But anyway, I see your comments on Black this and Black that. You always got some negative S to say, which is false, by the way. During this whole ordeal with the George Floyd, well, you know, George Floyd was in the right, you know, like the cops was in the wrong. And the Rashard Brooks thing, I got issues with that, but I still didn't say anything, you know, about it like that. Uh, he always got some negative stuff to say, which is false, by the way. He never provided any examples, by the way. I asked him to, you know. And his sister, I get Bubba Smollett's sister. His sister is my friend on Facebook. That's irrelevant. And my cousin's ex-girlfriend, best friend, that's irrelevant too. So if it come down to my timeline, I'm checking it. That i.e. Cause I know Bubba Smollett family member, it's okay for me to snitch. Cause that what basically is. He being a snitch, you know. And I said, well, on my personal Facebook, like for a year, like last year or something, I had Uncle Ruckus, you know, as my profile picture. You know, it was Uncle Ruckus, you know. So and then so I told him that I said, dude, I had Uncle Ruckus in my profile pic. So you calling me Uncle Tom doesn't do anything. Nice try though. And I said again, I never talk down to black people. If so, tell me when. You ride for an incident. This is all what I wrote. You ride for an incident that never happened. You would have had a point if the noose were there because of racial actions, but it wasn't. I didn't say anything about the noose or mocked it when it was perceived as being true, did I? Question mark. A person could be my worst enemy. I never try to get people to call his job and dox him. You know, that what women do. Men either confront the person or ignore it. You know, you knowing his sister is irrelevant. Say what you want, but doxing a person is some whole. You know, I said that. And then the little crap, the crap emoji. It's some HS. I just say that it's some HS to me. You know, and then I started mocking them in the next post under it. I put, oh man, somebody is talking about my friend on Facebook. I'm not gonna confront him about it, but hold on for 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Yeah. So I had Uncle Ruckus thing, so I started mocking him, I had an Uncle Ruckus in my profile pic for about a year and a half. You know, but anyway, and then I started mocking him like, oh man, somebody's talking about my friend on Facebook. I'm not gonna confront him, so I'm gonna post his information and get him in trouble at his job. And I put that, boy, that's some real street S right there. And I put laughing emojis. And when I checked his name, that clown unfriended me. Now this guy was talking King S now, but he go unfriend me. I don't care. And then I told D comment on it. He said, Bubba Smollett, that was good. He shouldn't have been lying. And then this I put on my Facebook afterwards. Where he couldn't see it, but some of his friends on my friend list, I don't care. He a coward, so he probably talking about me unfriended. So that's not real manly. And then I put this. You could be my. I made this post by itself. You could be my worst enemy. Yeah, it was. I mean, yeah, it was some HS. Cause I would never do that. I mean, we could have a falling out. I was telling Didi, I said, man, we could fall out, and you told me some stuff, and I told you some stuff that the wrong people here, you could get in trouble. Not anything illegal, but and I never tell nobody. We have a falling out, I just keep it to myself. And I said, this is what I made, the post I made. You could be my worst enemy, and I never post your information, dox you. Especially if it's something as insignificant as, insignificant in my life as Bubba Smollett. And I put this HAN, the H, the going to, A, the A word and the N word. I put HAN. I ain't write it all out. I put this HAN unfriend me just a few minutes ago because I told him something like that about doxing people. And he tried to justify his snitching on another guy posting Bubba Smollett jokes. And I put the little, the face palm emoji. And I put cats like, now this will get to why I don't cuss and talk about really, deep stuff. And I said, cats like that, the reason why I don't talk about who I like or dislike at my job. Don't make profanity-laced posts. This is on Facebook. Don't talk too much about my personal life. And keep most things I talk about on surface level on social media. That's why I do it. Because people like that, they'll run into you. That's why I don't cuss on YouTube. I don't say anything too, I don't say nothing too crazy like, oh man, or whatever. I don't say anything like that, on YouTube. Because of cats like this, and I said, I see people post that might get them in trouble every other day, which I do. But the thought of doxing or snitching on them never crossed my mind because I disagree with what they say or post. I guess snitching is normal up north, That's what I made. That's the post I made, Yeah, like the thing in Atlanta. I ain't say, cause the people's in the wrong. I just would have called the police. Okay, if they think the man was breaking in the house, I just would have called the police, described them if I was concerned like that. I just would have called the police, say, hey, this guy in these houses, he wearing a white shirt, white shorts, and he walking north toward Main Street. That'd been the end of my involvement. They chasing the man like he just got through murdering somebody or raping somebody or something or child molesting somebody and he on the run. Then I'll probably chase him then. I don't know about the guns, but chase him if he killed somebody, raping somebody. You know what I'm saying? But if he was just breaking the house, just call the police, say what the man weighing, say where he heading toward, and go on back in the house. You know. But even with all of that, I ain't say nothing. But the Bubba Smollett story, it was fake. You know. And then the man trying to call me a FN, but he doing some FN stuff by posting some guy job and stuff. That's the main reason why I don't curse on Facebook. I cuss outside of social media and say all kind of crazy stuff, online and everything. Cause the cats like that, and those be the main cats. They be talking tough and stuff, but they'll turn around and do that. And his justification of doing it is because he know Bubba Smollett sister. Okay, so what? What that got to do with you snitching? You know? What they got to do with you doxing and snitching on the man? Trying to get the man fired and stuff. So this man is saying Justice Smollett Award. That got you so butthurt that you want the man to lose his job and his livelihood because he said that. But I'm the FN. That's some HS, man. That's what that is, man. I thought that was the same definition term across the board. I guess not. Not even my worst day. Cause I see people, professional people, they post, cause you think on your Facebook, these are people, they ain't really my close friends, but acquaintances, you would think you'll be safe there. But I knew a long time ago not to be posting stuff, profanity laced stuff and and crazy stuff, and especially talked about my job. People didn't know I was leaving my last job until the day before, and I ain't even talk about that, man. It started getting messed up at the job, the last couple of months. I ain't say nothing like that on Facebook, and start naming people like, oh, this person at the job, Mr. Such and Such, Miss Such and Such, I hate going to work because I hate working with blah, 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 because I know that this is a small town and people know each other, people know my boss and stuff like that, that on my Facebook. And people that work with me, they know each other from different areas. And another thing I don't do, I don't add people I work with on my Facebook. Now, if you was on my Facebook before we started working together, that's fine. But if it's just a person I only know from work, I don't add them, It ain't like I say anything crazy, but I just want to keep that separate. But and that's the reason why. That's the reason why I don't say anything crazy online or post anything crazy. Because FNs like that, posting that man's stuff because he said that. But I'm the FN for joking about it. But I'm from that city. I guess he thought I was supposed to say, oh man, my bad. Oh, I'm sorry. That ways you could have told me that man, he ain't that funny, man. He ain't funny, man, because I know him. If he would have said something like that, like, man, I know that man, and they was living through it, or something like that. But now, don't talk else about my city, Oh, okay, Dad. I think last time I remember my granddaddy died in 2003, and my dad ain't on my Facebook. So who are you to tell me what to do? You won't say this in my face, which I will. That doesn't scare me. Stuff like that. I don't be on Facebook talking tough. Like, yeah, don't come. I don't be like picking fights and stuff on Facebook or social media, saying you won't say it in my face. When I see you, let's see you'll be like this then. I don't talk like that. They do, and I tell them, I say, okay, come on. Sometimes I even put my address, So it be them saying stuff like that. I don't try to talk tough online. You know, had some explaining. If all this profanity, fake internet tough guy. Yeah, that was just the stupidest thing you ever said. He should just said that ain't funny, or I know him. That's not cool to say. That'd have been fine, you know. But he got butthurt and he unfriended me, so he know that I was right. That's my interpretation. When you unfriend somebody just because you got an argument about a different thing, that mean that I was right and they were wrong and they couldn't handle it. You know, like the dude I told you about that said you know you were part of the problem because I said Black Lives Matter was a joke 4 years ago, and I said, well, if Black Lives Matter and if you too, you know, you feel that way, and I ain't say nothing to him since. You know, the Charger fans still cool with him. You know, I can't help who he cool with or not. You know, ain't like he did something devastating to me or I did something devastating to him. You know, cause it be like that. Like sometimes you know I ain't buddy. I wasn't buddy with the Jay-Z fan who unfriended me 4 years ago. But you know we were cordial. He came to my house a couple of times. I went to his house. You know, but he wasn't tight like the Charger fan and D and you know the other people I mentioned. You know, I said, well, I ain't finna change my mind because of that. You know, at least till I see something worth changing my mind. I'm man enough to change my opinion about stuff. You know, so I told Keith, he said, hey man, the Jay-Z fan, told me about such and such, and so I told the Charter fan, I was like, well, you know, I explained to him what happened. He said, man, you did that for that? I said, yeah, you know. And cause the Charter fan, he know I think about stuff like that, you know. So that's fine. And usually the one who do that would be the most woke. I'm starting to realize this. The more woke you are, the more sensitive you are to hearing some stuff different, you know. If you woke, you should welcome different stuff so you could easily knock it down or easily refute it. They know they can't refute most of this stuff they talk about. So they just, I'm just gonna unfriend them if they out of sight, out of mind, you know. Cause everybody who did that, like on my Facebook since all this woke stuff, Black Lives Matter and all that, everybody who unfriend me, they be the most wokest and they be the most sensitive. I ain't never unfriend nobody about no woke stuff, you know. I don't unfriend me. If anything, I just snooze them for 30 days. I said, well, they'll calm down in 30 days. Snoozing me, you can't see they post for 30. I do that because it be flooding my timeline. But I don't unfriend nobody. But most people unfriend me, they be woke and sensitive. That's all it be. And these the guys who want to promote change. I said, well, you go get some people disagree with you about different things. So, blocking them and unfriending them ain't gonna change the reality of it. That's just crazy. Tell I'm from Carolina. I said, man, I don't care if you from Albany. I said, the man lied about the news. I told D that on the phone. I said, D, man, it could be you. You like a brother to me. It could be the Charger fan. He like a brother to me. If he said, hey, man, I went to the house, man, people had a cross and said, go home in, spray paint on my house. Of course I won't say, oh, that's fake. I won't say that, because it them. But if it couldn't find out they had surveillance camera of the Charger fan actually spray painting it himself, I ain't gonna not stop being his friend, but I'm sure go F with him and joke on him, and mock him. I say, man, why you did that? And tease him about it, So I don't care who it is. If it fake, it fake. If it real, I ain't gonna mock it. If it really happened, I ain't gonna mock my anybody about it. But if it fake, and it proved to be fake, I'm gonna mock them about it. You know, I want them to mock me if I lied and said something like that happened. You know, yeah, facts. Like facts don't care about your feelings. You know, you right, ASAP. And I like ASAP Rocky too. You know, first I thought I wasn't gonna like him because I thought he was like a mumble rapper. But his albums, I like ASAP Rocky stuff. I mess with ASAP Rocky. You know, I ain't listen to the other ASAPs, but ASAP Rocky, I listen to him. But anyway, I mean, mocking them. I said, look, the man caught it ill. The junk was fake. I ain't say nothing until the FBI said that the news been there for months. You know, I don't care if you know. I don't care if you know his sister. What they got to do with anything? You saying like the man died, and I'm joking. Oh, he died. Ha ha. You know, I wouldn't even post no junk like that. I wouldn't even think about mocking anybody like that. So it was fake. I said, okay, his sister. The story's still fake at the end of the day. I mean, knowing his sister don't make it real. Look, man, I'm a realist. My friends, all my close friends know that. If my friend messed up and did something dumb or something, like that, I would say, man, why you did that? That was stupid. And mock him a little bit about it. Oh, so I don't know. And he got butthurt and unfriend, of course. I remember a couple years ago, the guy I went to high school with on Facebook. All these unfriends is they doing. I was talking about BT is crap or something like that. It used to be good, but now it's crap. And he said the same thing. This Bubba Smollett defender. Oh, you always talk about the bad thing. BT show positive stuff. I said, what positive stuff they talk about? Get what that cat said. This cat said, uh, the celebration of the Sunday celebration. When on Sunday they show like the church performances and stuff like that. Uh, uh, I forgot that man name. That preacher or something. He play Bobby Jones Choir. I think that's his name. Something Choir. He said that. Okay. I say, man, that's it. So you mean to tell me Monday through Saturday they show crab and ratchet stuff, but Sunday, they show the choir stuff and church performances. So that negate what happened Monday and Saturday. That was the dumbest thing I ever heard. You know, yeah. That dude said BT isn't negative because they show Sunday, I think the Sunday best or something. I forgot the name of it. And I said, man, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard. I ain't write that. I just said, so, I try not to insult the people if we like going back and forth. I assaulted him because he came at me like that. But, uh, I said, so Monday through Saturday they show ratchet stuff, that make black people look bad. But because they show something on Sunday, that negate what happened during the week. I said, that don't really make a lot of sense, man. Then guess what? He unfriended me after that. I said, okay, that's fine. I don't lose sleep. I said, only a couple of people I care about what they think, and really, that's the Charger fan, uh, uh, D, two of which had passed away, my grandparents, and my mom and dad. And probably like a couple of people here and there, my childhood friend, people like that. I really care about what they think. But the people on Facebook, 98% of them, I don't care what they think. And if they unfriend me, oh well, because BT did went down the toilet. Everybody know that, you know. I mean, World Star Hip Hop, all this crap. They got the same guy that was defending Bubba Smollett. He posts a ratchet junk like that. Okay, that's not negative to black people. But me joking about a hoax, that's negative about black people. Oh, okay. Black people that's embarrassing themselves on World Star Hip Hop, fighting and people can get killed and all that. That's fine. But me saying Bubba Smollett, he lied about the news. You should be mad. You know, I don't really care in a way, but a person like that, they should be mad. They say, man, you shouldn't do stuff like that because if something like that actually happened for real, people ain't gonna really help us and look into it like that because you lied, Bubba Smollett, Justice Smollett lied. There were people who were kind of skeptical about the Bubba Smollett thing because of Justice Smollett thing. I was walking down in black Chicago and two white people with MAGA hat beat me up. Come on, man. You know. Yeah, that's what he said. He said that make BET a good channel because they show Sunday choir concerts and stuff. Come on. It's like you a prostitute. You do prostitute things all through the week, but on Saturday you feed the poor. Come on. Or you sell dope through the week, but this weekend you're gonna help the children by passing out book sets. Come on. Yeah, he was going to this man rich. Got more money than the average person at least. He couldn't drive there. He couldn't it was 2 a.m. in the cold. They beat me up. Then come to find out, at least he should have got two white people to stage it. He got two black Africans. Okay? Because you would have saw the surveillance footage, you would have saw two white guys, we would have got two white guys. Then you could, then he could use that. He say, well, these the white guys that did it, blah, blah, blah. He got two black and white Africans, okay, to do it. He should just stayed in the house and just punch himself in the face with the news. That'd have been more convincing than getting the people to actually walk in the neighborhood that time and stage a beat up. Come on. And I ain't see Undisputed, but I guarantee Shannon Sharp didn't say he shouldn't be doing stuff like that. Just like with Michael Bennett, Black is Night. You saw them pictures of them Africans. I was like, come on now, Justice Smollett. Then he paid. He went to Home Depot or something, paid for rope and all this other stuff. It was a paper trail. All of that because I guess he hated Trump. And then some people say he trying to use that to angle a negotiation with Empire. Okay? I said, come on, Justice Smollett. And then the Bubba Water thing came out. And then people were most skeptical too. I was skeptical, but I ain't say nothing yet. Because I knew that NASCAR had cameras and stuff like that in the garages, in the facility of the racetrack. So I was waiting for that. And guess what? These people should have waited for that too. Before they started. If it happened, if they had the footage and some guy did that, we're gonna intimidate him. The parade and all that. Okay, I get all that. After they saw the footage, but the FBI did that within a couple of days, and said, well, this quote unquote news, been here for months. Let's see. Okay. They've been there. That news been there for months. Yeah, that'll be a day when Trump get reelected. I ain't really looking at it like as far as the polls. I saw something on the polls I can't really go by that because in 2016 they said the polls Hillary was winning, was gonna win. Hands, if you look on Twitter and CNN and Facebook and all that, you would have thought, yeah. And then somebody had burnt up his church, and somebody put vote Trump or something. Come to find out he staged it. You know, the dude that owned the church staged it, or a church member or somebody staged it. You know, said, come on, y'all got to be skeptical. I ain't saying stuff like that don't exist. It happens, but don't make it so obvious. Okay, you should have just burnt down the church if you wanted their money. Just burn it down. Just say somebody did it. You know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the polls don't mean anything. You know, cause like I said it before. I said, man, I went to sleep when they were showing the numbers and stuff. Like when they started, the numbers started coming in 2016. I went on to sleep. You know. And I woke up. I saw Trump won. I said, dog, he won? I was, oh man, they're going to put her back in chains. I'm going to get a call this morning saying that I got to start wearing these rags and wearing chains and stuff. I wasn't like that like the other people on Facebook and Twitter crying and all this other stuff. I mean, Bush won in 2004 again. I was like, well, I ain't wanting him to win, but hey, he won. And I went on about my business, crying and all this other stuff. I said, dog, man, you would have thought Lucifer, like after you would have thought after they said Trump won, Trump just took out his face and he was the devil. This fit to be hell on earth now, Then I'd be scared then, blowing fire out his mouth and stuff. I was just indifferent. I like, dog, Trump won? I was surprised, because he'd never been in politics and stuff like that. That's the only thing I was surprised of, And then I just went on to work, people talking about at work. I said, well, I ain't really worried about it like that. I mean, he president. I just don't want him, all I ask for him is don't make the country worse and try to make it better. That's all you can ask for him. But people hate him so bad, they want the country to fail because he's the president. They want the economy to crash. They want unemployment to go sky high. That's some evil thinking. Okay, I didn't like Bush. I was too young for the first Bush. Like, I ain't know what was going on. But the second Bush, after the first election, the second election, I ain't like Bush, but I don't want the man to screw up the country and stuff because I live here, and then I was in college then, so I'll be soon entering the workforce in a couple of years, and I don't want the country to be messed up. I don't want them to mess it up, even if I don't like them, But these people here, they want the junk to happen, That's some sick thinking. Yeah, it ain't affect my life. Even though I know people that when the depression or whatever, or the recession affect, their lives and stuff, because some factories here had to close and stuff like that. I get that, but you could see why they get it, because they worked at a factory and all this other stuff and they had to close. So that's fine, But other than that, it didn't affect me. I mean, during the recession, I got me a job and everything, Got my career job and everything. It just affect different people. But these people now, they want the country to be in a recession. They want like anything that'll make Trump look good. They don't care if it helped them or not. If it helped them, they don't want it to happen. Yeah, like I was for Obama, the first time around, because, a black president, that is a big feat. You can't never take that away from him. I thought I'd never see it. I'm glad my grandma got to see it. My grader wasn't here anymore, but I'm glad she got to see it. And I was for it. But at the end of the day, he still had to do something. And then when the second time election, I wasn't bashing him like, oh, you know, I wasn't bashing them like they do at Trump. I just said, well, he ain't really do anything. So, and what Mitt Romney was saying in the debates was making sense. So, I said, well, Obama ain't doing enough to warrant a second election. That was my thoughts on it. And then after he won, you know, I just went on about my life. I said, well. Yeah, I fear no evil. Like that don't even make any sense. That just I saw stuff like that too. To get reelected, could not successfully get him a peach. Yeah, they didn't give him a peach. I knew that wasn't gonna happen. I said, y'all just impeaching the man over some little minimum stuff, you know, and that Judge Kavanaugh thing that was fake. That woman lied. That junk didn't happen to that woman. You know. Look, I don't have to like the person. Okay, I don't like the person, but I ain't gonna lie on the person and make up stuff. Like, okay, if I don't like a person, I want them to fail. That's fine. But I ain't gonna make stuff up and manipulate stuff to try to make them fail. I just let him fall on his own behind. That's my approach for anything. Even people I don't like at work. I ain't gonna do nothing to try to get them in trouble. But at the same time, I'm not gonna help them get out of trouble. Like if I see something going on, I just ain't gonna say nothing. But I ain't gonna run and do something to try to get the man in trouble. Yeah, the Russian thing was fake. You know, yeah, he is an a-hole, but you got, he tell it, he wherever he think he say it, cause that one, people saying he a racist and stuff. If he is, he show hiding it, cause the other stuff he did, he don't hide. He just say it, you know, to his detriment sometimes, you know. So if he was a stone cold white supremacist like Jemele Hill said, it would have been came out. Cause he got an ego and he talk whatever he think. He just blurted out. Something like that would have been there have been some footage or some recordings and stuff. I remember Omarosa. I got tapes of Trump saying the N word or something. Okay, play the tapes. That been years ago. We ain't hear nothing else about that. And then what CNN had, they had her on the show and all this other stuff, but she never played it. Why she don't play it? Cause they don't exist. Okay, she would have got millions of dollars to get that for somebody would have paid her millions of dollars just to get that recording of him saying racist stuff. That's why I know it was made up. Yeah. Yeah, he honest. You got it. You can knock him for different stuff, but whatever you think now about you, gonna say it. You know. So sometimes that's what people need. Yeah, I think he ain't do no he ain't doing no horrible job. But CNN them they ain't gonna mention that. They just gonna brush it off. He did the police reform. But Jemele Hill and the rest of them say that he for the cops killing people and stuff like that. Young Turks, he want the cop to kill black people. But he did the police reform, making stuff ban and making a database. But you know what they say about that? They ain't enough. I said, well, if he a white supremacist, he wouldn't done that. I don't think they really know how white supremacists work. Because a white supremacist don't want nobody other than white people to succeed and to be in good standings and stuff. Okay? Yeah, he went to North Korea. I mean, he did a lot of things. I mean, I could name the stuff he did on the top of my head. Obama, I could name one or two things, and then I really got to reach to say that. You know, yeah. I said, man, that man, a New York yuppie. Okay, and New York, I've been there once. I ain't no expert on New York, but people like Trump types and yuppies and stuff like that, they be worrying about money too much to be a KKK member and a white supremacist. Okay, they'll work with anybody. They'll work with anybody hand in hand if it means that they're gonna get money, more money. So you can't be a white supremacist or a KKK member if you got that mindset to work with anybody that'll make you money. If they black or white or yellow or green, come on, Yeah, that's crazy. Jemele Hill be co-signing some crazy stuff, you know. But the man get reelected. I mean, the man did a doing a good job in the stuff. Some of the stuff he said kind of quick. Like we be blurring out stuff. That'd be kind of crazy. But as far as like the economy and prison reform and the black unemployment, I mean that's good. But they'll never acknowledge it. That's a good thing, ain't it? I don't care. Listen, I don't care who do it. Long as somebody do it, I don't care what they think, what they really think. I don't care about that. If they do it, fine. That he pardoned some people, and these same people now, if they was in prison for 30 years, and Trump say, "Hey man, we gonna pardon you," you think they gonna say no? They'll be an idiot to say no. I'm gonna stay in prison. I'm gonna do the rest of these 30 years. They're gonna say yes to, you know. Yeah. I mean, yeah, he did a lot of stuff like that. I mean, and then, like I said, the rappers and stuff used to be co-signing them. But soon he ran for president, he all kind of David Duke and all kinds of stuff. I said, well, y'all know that. Why y'all was at the man roast, taking photos with the man, shouting the man out in songs and stuff like that? But he was David Duke. You know, come on. Yeah, exactly. Nelly and stuff like that. But you add Nelly, I guarantee you he a white Trump a white supremacist. I said, well, why you shouting him out? Cause he act the same. Only thing is he's a president. He act the same. He, he a a-hole in nature with stuff he say. You know, he act the same. So how you could shout him out in the song then, but say he a white supremacist now? Come on. You know. you know. Then if he do he just putting on. I said, well, if he still did it. And then the stimulus money, these same people who talking like this, uh, they took the stimulus money. There's one thing I did too. I said, well, uh, this was I also posted, the stimulus check, and I put the address of the treasury. I said, well, for the people who don't like the man, this the number to the treasury. Just send the money back. If the check came in direct deposit, mine came in direct deposit. Just write a check and mail it to the treasury and say, look, I don't want this because you're a white supremacist. Yeah, they do control black people political thinking. I was like that too. But then I started reading and looking at different stuff, and I said, "Hold up, man! These people talking down to us. You know, oh, here goes some welfare. Here goes some projects." And I was like, "Well, these people been voting for them for years, and they still stand in the projects. You know, you'll think somebody who care for them will want them to see. My grandparents, they care for me. My dad and stuff care for me. You could tell they care for me because they ain't want me to live off them when I become a grown man. You know, they say, look, you better do what you need to do to get ahead because once you turn grown, i.e., you know, they looked at me while I'm in college, but you know, they were talking about after college. They said, cause that's the person who wanna help you. Said, well, you better get what you need to get, such and such. Cause when you get grown, the support end, you know, me living off them and living, you know what I mean when I say that. So that's somebody to help them. Somebody keeping you down, they'll just keep saying, "Oh, don't try to better yourself. You know, we just gonna keep giving you money and stuff, so you don't have to go out and try to better yourself, you know, and stuff like that." Those are people that hurt you, but they vote for them every year, you know. Extending the hand to a black is a farce. Get people to vote Trump out in November. And then if all the black people vote against him, which I honestly think that a lot of these people who saying this, who Black Lives Matter from the face behind the scenes in their election, they go vote for Trump. I guarantee you, because I guarantee you now, these rich celebrities now who get tax breaks, you know, and all kind of benefits and stuff, they go vote for Trump in the booth. They're just, you know, it's bad for business to say that, you know, I support Trump. Trump is good. So, you know, on the front end they'll say that, but in the booth we don't know who they vote for, you know, because based on all these people who were saying it, Hillary should have won in the landslide. So that tells me that the people who were saying this went in there and voted for the man. We'll never know, you know. Or they probably good friends with Trump, and they just said, "Look, man, I can't really come out and say, you know, that I support you because I get turned down for roles, I get blackballed, blah blah blah, you know. So I'm gonna say these things, but in reality, I'm gonna vote for you, you know." And they go ahead and do. I guarantee you, if these people being honest, that'll be the case. Okay. Yeah, the solid majority. Yeah, you'll never know. You know. Yeah, tearing down statues and I saw something to my tearing down the Jesus stuff. Stuff about Jesus. I say, man, this stuff. I say, now y'all running out now. You know, the monument thing running out. I mean, unless it's something like Adolf Hitler or, you know, or something like that. You know, there ain't no statues with guys like that on there. I mean, it's history. I mean, you can't tear down the monument ain't gonna change history. You know, me, I don't really care either way. I mean, if it was a monument in Albany of somebody, you know, I just ignore it or don't even care. You know, I wouldn't care if it's there. And then we doing that, you know, let's just keep it real. You know, they got monuments of Michael Jordan and all this other stuff, and they weren't clean in they lives about different things. Michael Jordan was a gambler, you know, and all of that. So we playing by those rules. His need to go down because he was a gambler, you know. And some people look down upon. I don't care about it, but I'm just saying if we really want to go there, you know, they got monuments of people, like pictures of people who killed people and stuff like that. You know, so what about those? Those gonna get taken down because they hurt people too. You know, yeah, the redskin thing, that's dumb, cause the Braves down here. Oh, we shouldn't do the chop thing, you know. I mean, it's the Braves. It ain't like they mocking, the Braves. Like they mocking the Indians, the Redskins, they mocking them, like got like a caricature of the Indian with the Redskins and say, oh, I'm a goofy Indian, oh, stuff like that. Then yeah, change it. But they showing pride of the Native Americans and stuff. I mean, they show the Indian run out there. The Indian doing real. It be a real Indian. They do Indian dancings, and chants and stuff. So they ain't mocking it. They ain't making fun of it. Of the Redskins. So what's the big deal? Same thing, I'm down here in the South. The Florida Seminoles. They got an Indian man come out there with the spear and all this other stuff. They ain't mocking Native Americans or making fun of them. You know, I mean, what's the big deal? You know, yeah, like prideful. If they, let's just say they had like a black person mascot or something, and then the black person goofy, oh, I can't read, and all this other stuff, then yeah, they that need to change, because they're mocking the people, but doing the chopping stuff with the Braves and the Braves name or stuff like that, I mean, what's the big deal? The Chiefs, you know. I mean, nothing about the Kansas City Chiefs is mocking the Native Americans. You know, I don't see nothing they doing in mocking them. I ain't never been there, but from the games and the jerseys, I mean, they treating them with respect. You know, same thing with the Redskins and the Braves. I mean, they ain't mocking anybody. You know. Because I grew up watching the Braves. So, they did the chop when the Braves about either winning or about the scoring run and stuff like that, or the last out, or to get them going. I mean, they ain't disrespected anybody. If I was a Native American, I wouldn't feel disrespected, about that, you know. Yeah, let the Native Americans say if they offended about it. It be all these other people doing it, And I ain't talking about just one group. I'm talking about like, I don't know how many Native American groups and stuff in America. But let's just say if the majority of them, cause it, if one or two of them groups say something, but 90% of the other groups okay with it, then don't change it. But if it's like the majority of the Native American groups and organizations is mad about it, then change it. I can't argue that because the majority of them think it's something wrong with it. But it's just a couple of groups that wrong with it and they making a big deal about it. But the majority okay with it. Yeah. It ain't like they said I don't know. I don't know the Washington. I don't know a derogatory term for Native Americans, but the Washington, whatever the term is for derogatory terms for Native Americans. You know, yeah, people that get it, they knocking down the statues and stuff. They ain't doing it the right way. Like go through the city, have town hall meetings, have the city people vote to keep it up and down, to keep the statue up and down, or have the city vote to have it up or have it down. And they vote, if the people vote and they want it down, I'm fine with that. But people just coming around taking it down on their own will. What's up with that? I guarantee you this. If somebody do the Martin Luther, I like Martin Luther King. But if somebody, if it's something they don't like, they for the people vandalizing, taking them down without proper process. But if somebody would have did Martin Luther King statue like that, they'll be crying from here to California, about it. Because I'm sure there's some people who don't like the Martin Luther King monument, you know, that don't like what he stood for and fought for. Of course, there's some people who think that they weren't too fond of Martin Luther King, but if they do it, they're gonna lose their mind, you know. I ain't for doing it if I, know the statue or not, you know. Yeah, Cari Champion is bad, I mean, if I were gonna watch it, that'd be the reason, I'd probably just put on mute and just watch something else or listen to a podcast while I look at them, look at Cari Champion. But the show gonna suck. Okay, let's just keep it real. Ain't because they women and or anything like that. It's just gonna suck because they're gonna talk about the same stuff every day. Okay, every week I guess. She says it's a weekly show. Every Thursday or whatever time it come on, they're gonna talk about how they victims. They're gonna talk about uh being rich we walked away with billions. You know, they're gonna talk about, oh, I'm a victim, I'm a victim, I'm oppressed. Cause I don't feel like I'm oppressed, cause I don't think they really know what oppression is. Talk to a 90-year-old or 80-year-old about how it feel to be actually oppressed, because this is my opinion now, I'm not oppressed, you know. I mean, anything that I want to do, if I could do it, you know, it'll probably be tougher than other people due to different factors, but it ultimately, and it might take longer to do it than some people, but at the end of the day, I could do whatever I want to do. If I want to be an astronaut today, of course I can't be it today, but I gotta start, if I say, look, man, I want to be in 10 years or whatever, however long it takes, I want to be an astronaut. What's stopping me from doing it? I just gotta go back to school. I gotta learn these certain things, and if I apply myself, I could be an astronaut. Yeah, bad black men. Cause oh yeah, Maria Taylor looked good too. But you notice that like women like Cari Champion, they single. They ain't nobody ain't wifed them. I think somebody wiped Jemele Hill, but I wouldn't wife her. Not because how she looked, because I don't want to hear that junk about racism every day. You be laying in the bed. You just lay in the bed with a female, just be talking. She'll just be talking about racist stuff. I just want to hear how your day was and just talk about different stuff. She'll just talk about racism, and I can't wife nobody like that. You know, but somebody did. You know, but Cari Champion single. I guess she's single. She ain't married. You know, but I always noticed that. It'd be like a lot of good-looking women that career women. They ain't married. I don't know if that's a choice because they workaholics or what. You know, nah, she don't look that bad. I mean, she ain't. It's a whole bunch of like Maria Taylor and all that. I'll pick all them before her, but there's some people below her that I won't pick. You know, Yeah, yeah, you're right. They probably look good, but it's something that drives men away. You know, cause looks can only get them so far. Especially you want to, you want to marry somebody. Looks is a factor, but they ain't the only factor. You know, you want to wife someone, so they probably got something that missing that make men not want to wife them. You know, yeah, yeah, I like them to improve your mind. Kill Chamber go after the guy on Steve Harvey show for not marrying his girlfriend. I was going, yeah, that's Linda Cole. I mean, Joy Taylor look good. You know, she ain't my number one. I pick it'll probably be Cari Champion, Joy Taylor. I just got a thing for Sage Steele. I don't know. I get her hair or something. I don't know. You know, and Maria Taylor and Taylor Rook and Taylor Wood. She a SJW too, but I probably tolerate more from her than Jemele Hill. You know, Jemele Hill talk about it 100% of the time. You know, although Taylor Rook is a SJW, she probably won't talk about it that much. You know, yeah, he probably got a heck of a time dealing with Marley. I mean, look how she jump in and say stupid stuff on first take. I mean, I ain't saying oh be silent, don't say nothing. She could say stuff, but she do it a lot. You know, you know. And then she tried to make. I remember when I think Clemson or somebody won the title, Clemson football, and they went to the White House, and Trump was feeding them hamburgers, and then she tried to insinuate that Trump feeding them hamburgers was racist, and then even idiot Max and say, well, he ain't nothing about that, I mean, he liked to eat. He didn't bite. He didn't reach that much. I said hamburgers now. Come on. I mean, they'll do anything to back that man. That's why I think a lot of people. I think it's more like people like me. Like I ain't have no problem with them, you know. But people reaching and all this other stuff make me get so sympathetic for him in some cases. I say, man, come on, man. The man feeding the 20-year-olds, 19-year-olds. I was 19 and 20. Hamburgers and hot dogs and French fries. That'd be a dream to me. You know, but Marley insinuated there's probably some kind of racist thing. How? How is that racist? And then even idiot Max didn't co-sign that, and I'm surprised because he hate Trump. You know, and even he didn't say he said no. I think he just he was a big fan of hamburgers and stuff. It'd be another thing like, oh man, we got these predominantly black, I don't know, school, and I don't think Trump that stupid to do that. Even if he don't mean, even if he don't have ill intention, I don't think he that crazy to do that. Like a predominantly black teen go to the White House and he got I got fried chicken everywhere. KFC chicken. Now he'll be asking for it then. But I don't think he that crazy to do that. If he did something like that, then you could you could have at it. But it was just hamburgers and Big Macs and stuff, quarter pounders, you know. And like I said, if I want a temperature, I go to the White House, even if I don't like them. I just tell them why I don't like them. You know, like I was saying about the guy in the when I was going at the Facebook, I confront the people I don't like if I don't like them that much. If I don't like them that much that I'm mad at them or dislike them, I confront them. And then if I would have won a Super Bowl, and I said, well, I don't like Trump, but I'm gonna go and talk with him and tell him why I don't like him. You know, I still go. Yeah, you right. Second, Easy RA, Christy Lee. I ain't seeing why though. Like Rachel Barnett from look it from looking to looking it too. Oh, Shaq with the Magic were better than Howard with the Magic. I mean, Howard was good with the Magic too, but Shaq could do it all. But the White Howard's a better defender than Shaq overall. You know, I mean, he didn't have to be Shaq, but you know, he was like a great defensive player. You know, the White Howard, Christy Lee. I recognize that name, but I gotta see who it is. Let me see. Lee. Oh yeah, I know who that is. Yeah, she is right. Yeah, she bad. Uh, yeah. Oh yeah. Now I know. Uh, told the rest stay in your lane. You know, LeVar Ball, man, they gave that man too much press. You know, I mean, it will become a comedy show. You know, he on there, and they were entertaining it. You know, and then he was talking, oh, I could beat Michael Jordan. Lonzo Ball is better than LeBron. Well, I think he said better, which he is better than LeBron. He told the truth about that. I mean, you could just pick a player and they better than LeBron. So he was telling the truth about that. You know, about that was the truth. You know, he is, Lonzo is better than LeBron, and so he wasn't lying about that. But the other stuff he was saying was just silly. You know, talking about them Zoe shoes for $400, however much it was. And I was like, I looked at the shoe. I said, man, this shoe look like some hospital shoes. I don't know what and I'm all for people branching out and making their own stuff. But Lonzo Ball wasn't established enough. Cause if he did what they should have did. He came in the league, he balled out, like Trey Young, for example. If he came in the league like Trey Young, balled out, or Luka, and then in about 2 or 3 years, he people know him as a baller, and a good player. Then he come out with the Lonzo shoes. But yeah, man. Yeah, the dude I'm Freeman, man. Cause I said that Boba Smollett. I said, oh well. I tried to think of some more good looking news women. I mean, Tamara Hall. Tamara Hall probably my number one. I know she don't do sports, but you know, when I be home, I always watched the Day Show when she was on there. You know, I mean, Tamara Hall number one to me. You know, and a lot of them women on Fox News. You know, I don't know their name really, but they look straight. Not Rachel Maddow though, not her. Oh yeah, I like her too. Not Rachel Maddow, and definitely not her. I mean, no, not Laura Ingraham, but what name? It's not Laura Ingraham. What's the other one that had a show there? uh, she looks great. Yeah, she is. Uh, what's her name? Nah, she ain't on Fox News no more. Her name is Megan Kelly. Yeah, Megan Kelly. Yeah, Megan Kelly's great, man. Trish Reagan. Let me see who that is. Yeah, Megan Kelly. That's the one I was thinking of. Oh yeah, she's great too. And let me tell you, another one was great. That was she on the View now. I don't know if she's still on the View. Abby Huntsman. Abby Huntsman, bad boy. You know, I think she knocked up now, or was knocked up. You know, Abby Huntsman or whatever. Yeah, Abby Huntsman probably the number one. But she on the View now, I think. Let's see, Shannon Bean. Let me see what that is. Shannon Bean. Oh yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah. Chini. Oh yeah, I like her too. Chini, Chineri. Yeah, she played for the. Yeah, she looks great too. I can't pronounce her last name, but she be on the don't her sister play for the yeah, she played for the Sparks, you know. Yeah, I like her too. Her hair is fucking to look like she's on meth. Yeah, Abby Huntsman, man, she was bad. The weather lady Felicia Combs. Let me tell you, we got some fire weather lit those Mexican channels. I mean, you know, it's on YouTube and stuff. People be posting them on Facebook. And like the news women and stuff, and on a Hispanic channel. Oh yeah, she look right too, Felicia Combs. Yeah, they do. And I remember when I had cable, they had a Hispanic channel. I tell you, man, every woman, like we'll turn past the channel, whatever, and everyone we saw on the channel would find like the soap operas and stuff, you know. And let me tell you who was fine too. I ain't see it in a while, but when she first came out, the cook lady, Rachel Ray. Me and the Charger fan, we used to look at Rachel Ray. You know, when he was in town before he left for the military. Rachel Ray, the cooking lady. I don't know how she looked now, but that been years ago. You know. Another one that was fine, like he was saying, reconnecting. The another one that was fine. She ain't play on no like talk shows like that. The lady that played Kings and Queens, the wife. You know, now this they started doing reconnecting and all this other stuff. So, uh, yeah, I like Rachel Ray and the wife from Kings of Queens and who else? The chick was on uh, uh I try to think of somebody else from shows. Of course, Kelly Bundy and Denise from Cosby Show and yeah, Thelma for Good Time. Although she was like a grown woman when Good Time been off the air when I was watching it, But uh yeah, Lee Remy or whatever, Remy. Yeah. Yeah, she was bad. And yeah, Thelma Good Time was bad too. And I try to think of other shows. Uh yeah, Kim Fields for Living Single and all of that. Yeah, she was right. I like Max too, you know, with the dreads or whatever on Living Single, you know. Yeah, she did. And I prefer Pam over Gina. You know, some people I know like Gina, but I prefer Pam over Gina, you know. And I try to think of some more shows. Yeah, Max. See, you know, I was in like middle school and yeah, I was in pretty much middle school when Living Single and all this other stuff come, was in a prime or whatever, and so hormones were jumping, and yeah, Max was great. Kim Fields was great. You know, well, in the house. Oh yeah, she got strung out and stuff. I think on drugs. Is that the same person? Yeah, she strung out, and that's sad because she was a good looking woman. And yeah, Hillary and Ashley Banks. I think she was like around my age and stuff when Fresh Prince and stuff was out. So Hillary was too. Yeah, and Nia Long when she was on there. She was on there for a little bit, and Jada Pickett on Different World. It was a lot of on Different World. Uh, Melissa Tomei, she looked better when she got older. Marissa Tomei was on A Different World when it first came out, and she looked much better as she got older. You know, yeah, me too. Yeah, I ain't seen Nia Long in a long time, so I don't know how she looked like now. But Marissa Tomei, the older she got, the better she looked. You know, I mean, she wasn't ugly then, but I'm just saying, you know, yeah, Freddie, yeah, she did, yeah, she ate better. I mean, she wasn't ugly then, but I ain't looked at her that way. You know, and Denise, I always had a crush on Denise and Freddie and I never got into Wonder Years, you know. So I know you talking about, but I never got into. I think I know I picture the character faces, you know. So yeah, Denise did some wild movie. I remember. I think that movie was on Netflix or Amazon or something. That movie she did, and I was telling D about it. uh I said, yeah, man, the niece from Cosby Show, man, she was on some movie, man. It was blood, she was naked and stuff. He said, man, you got it. And I said, I think it's on streaming service. So we looked for it, and we fast forward to the scene so I could show it to him, you know. Yeah, Angel Heart, that was what it was called, you know. I said, man, she was naked and stuff in the movie. He said, man, you got it. I said, man, probably on the streaming service. So we tried to find it. We found it somewhere, and then we just fast forward to the scene so I could show it. You know, the Nika. Let's see, her name is the Nika McKellar. Oh yeah. I know you're talking about from the Wonder Years. Another chick that I think looked good. You know, I never really got into the series. The Game of Thrones. What that chick with the white hair? Yeah, Topanga. Yeah, she would. Topanga with everybody crush because you know that was around the age I was and stuff like that. So everybody had a crush on Topanga. You know, and yeah, Six from Blossom was fine too. And also, for Family Matters, you know, I wasn't really a big fan of the show, but you know, I watched the show. But Myra looked better than Laura. I don't know what Steve Urkel was thinking. You know, Icebox from Little Girls. Look it up. Little Giants. Yeah, Laura was great, but Myra or whatever her name was on Family Matters, she looked better than her. You know, and yeah, but everybody had a curse up to Panga, I mean, you know, Icebox. Let me say Icebox, Little Giant. I remember the movie because I think Al Bundy in the movie he played a coach or the rival coach. If that's the same movie, let's see what she look like now. Oh yeah, she do look. She looks great now. You know, Icebox. Miranda Cosgrove. I see that name, but I don't remember. Let me see. Miranda Cosgrove. Oh yeah, from the iCarly. Yeah, she of age, so yeah, she fine. Yeah, Kelly. I like Lisa Turtle. Kelly from Saved by the Bell. You know that other chick. You know, she played in that movie, them Scrippers. You know, that was around how I was then. I was 12 or 13. You know, when they started coming on TV, Showgirls. So of course you know, I watched it. You know, I was around 13, 14 when they started coming on TV. You know. Nah, I never got into Drake and Josh. Yeah, Showgirl, yeah, because I was around 13, 14. And we went to school and we were talking about it. Say, hey man, y'all saw Showgirls. Hey man, what you call was in it? That chick from Saved by the Bell. We didn't go to the movie and see it. It came out on TV. You know, yeah, Velvet Skyfire too. Uh, yeah, Jesse. Yeah, we just said that chick from Saved by the Bell. And we were talking about it and stuff. Yeah, she was on Showgirls. Cause we were like 12, 13, and that was probably the hardcore we got at that time. Well, at least most of us at that time. So we watched it, not together, but at our houses. It came on TV on cable. And of course we couldn't go to the movies and see it. Yeah, she was too. She don't look too hot now. But Jasmine guy. Oh yeah, I remember Nikki Cox. I was just talking to somebody about that the other day. I was talking about she had all that surgery. She just messed herself up. I mean, you already look straight. What is needed for surgery? You know what I mean? Daphne from WCW. Well, that was around the time I stopped watching it, so I ain't really get a chance to see her really. Yeah, she messed herself up. I don't know what she was thinking. I'm trying to think of some more shows. Claire Huxtable was fine. I ain't really paying attention to it then, but now as an adult, you look back on it. I said, man, Claire Huxtable was bad. I don't know how Bill Cosby pulled her. Yeah, I ain't really got into Full House, so I wouldn't know. I mean, the Olsen twins' sister fine. The one playing the Avenger movies. They look like crackheads though now, the twins, but the sister, I didn't know that was her sister. Their sister. Yeah, I never got into it, Full House. Now only thing I know about Full House is Bob Saget and the Olsen twins. They were children. So dad, and like I said, the Olsen twins' sister, the one plays Scarlet Witch, I think. Yeah, like some people they look better when they get older for some reason. Yeah, like the people that y'all mentioned, I don't really I ain't really get it. I don't even know the character's name. I ain't even know the Olsen twins. I know they played the same person, I guess. But I ain't know their name. All thing I knew was Bob Saget. And I know that wasn't his name, on the show. Friend Kimberly Gibbler. Nah, I don't know who that is either. Amanda I think I remember that name somewhere. But and that chick from Family Matters, the daughter, she did pornographic movies. I said, man, what that's about? I found out about this like years and years later. They were talking about Family Matters. Well, they now, yeah, all day. Yeah, okay, now I remember. Yeah, with Keenan and Kale and all that. Yeah. But the chick from the daughter from Family Matters, she did flicks. I said, man, what all that was about, Yeah, they do look like they on drugs or I don't know. I can't really describe it. They look kind of scary looking, And another girl that find the chick played Dark Angel. They're playing on Jessica Alba. It was a show called Dark Angel. That was our first time seeing her, and she played on Fantastic Four. You know, so Jessica Alba. I try to think of like other shows. Alexa Vega. Yeah, man, it's a lot of them on TV. Yeah, J Alba. Yeah, her. Uh, I try to think of some both shows. Oh yeah, Dear White People. Boy, that show horrible. Dear White People. That show sucked, boy. I mean, I like Tiffany Haddish. Well, I don't like when she talk until she talk and tell jokes. But I like how Tiffany Haddish look. You know. Oh yeah, and another show that I wasn't really, the demographic wasn't really for me. I know I probably ain't alone because the Charger fan watched it with me when I was over there one day. The show Girlfriends, y'all remember that with Diana Ross' daughter and all this other stuff? Oh yeah, Tony Parker, his wife is bad. And I don't even know who play on Stargirl. Oh yeah, the Spanish woman from Modern Family is bad. Yeah, that's a funny show. You know, and the show Girlfriends, they had yeah, the chick with the tattoos and all that. That the one me and the Charger fan liked. You know, yeah, all of them were bad. But our favorite one was the one with the tattoos. Look like she's spiritual or something. You know, that's the one we like the most. You know, and most of my friends, we like her the most. You know. But yeah. And it was a show pretty much aimed for women. It was like Sex in the City, but with black women, I guess. But it wasn't for us, but we just watched it because of them. And now Sex in the City I didn't watch, period. Now I remember one time I was with a lady friend and she had Sex in the City on, and they were like in the 2000s or whatever. And I know they face it, but I don't know the story and stuff about it. That definitely wasn't a show for me. But female watched it, and then when I was watching it with her, that girl, 'cause we know her name. Me and my friend know her name. The girl, the one that was a freak. I said, not the Charter fan. I ain't know him dead. Me, my homeboy I grew up with. He in the military. Not the Charter fan. He said he watched it too. Not the same episode, but he know of it. We were talking about the one that was a freak. That was her name. Let me look it up. Yeah, Samantha. Yeah, but we liked her. We said that's the one. That's the one we want. Cause the internet was in the early 2000s stuff. We didn't have access to the internet and stuff, but we knew of it. Like some of our female friends watched it, and we like my home. I'm talking about his sister watch it. So he watch. He catch it here and there. Yeah, that's her name. I believe that's her real name. Yeah, cause we were talking about. I said, yeah, man. That Sex and the City show. I was over such and such how, man, she'll watch it. Man, that one of them chicks a freak. They were showing everything, you know. And he said, yeah, man, I know you talking about it's such and such. Yeah, man, that's the one I want. And I said, that's the one I want too. You know. You know. Cause she wild with it. You know, we were talking about it and laughing it up about it, you know. It her and the other one that, you know, I saw their faces. I guess the one that act like a prude or whatever, you know, her. It'll be the freak, the first one I want, and then the one that act like she like a prude or whatever, I guess. Oh yeah, we used to well yeah, me and my friend we used to watch that for not because of the story, not because the L word, like it be like we don't plan to watch it, like yeah, the one that act like she like a prude. From what I see, she act like a she ain't as wild as the other ones or something, you know. Yeah, she got dark hair. I think that yeah, that's the other one that I would want. But anyway, the L word, you know, like we don't plan to watch it now. Like let's just say I'll be over my friends' house, we'll be playing the game or just watching TV. And you know, he had digital cable. And so you know, you see the L word, we knew what it was. So if we catch it, yeah, I like Tina. I thought I was the only one. I like Tina Fey too, you know. And we used to sit around, you know, chilling and stuff. And like he'll go through the guy, he see the L word. So we'll sit there and watch it. We don't care about the story. We don't give a F about no story. You know why we watch it, you know. And I told the female that I know she gonna get like mad with messing with her. I said, yeah, I watched the L word, you know, for obvious reasons. And she got mad, you know. And I started laughing. So we be over there chilling and with the like if the L word already on us, say he a turn to it, and we you know we don't care about what they be saying and stuff. We you know what we want to see, you know, and we just sit around till it happens. Sometimes it happen, sometimes it don't, you know. Yeah, I think Tina Fey fire too, man. I thought I was the only one, cause I like 30 Rock. You know, I gave it a check, like it was on Netflix. So I said, well, let me check this out. You know, the season been over with. And so I started watching it. And then, you know, I know Tina Fey was saying that line. I ain't never really looked at her like that. And I said, man, Tina Fey fire, man. You know, how some people you don't really look at them like that. And then you start noticing it, you know. Like Claire Huxtable. You know, I knew Claire Huxtable wasn't ugly as a kid. But, you know, as you got older, you know, you got, you know, different viewpoints of stuff. You know, I just thought of her as the mother, and I ain't looked at her that way, you know. But as I got older, when I look back at the Cosby Show, I said, man, Claire Huxtable was fine as elf, you know. Yeah, she do. And so you know, yeah, like I said, yeah, about Claire, you know, Kobe, the Cosby Show was out. I was a kid, and you know, I wasn't really looking at Claire Huxtable that way. You know, I just was looking at her like a mother. You know, whereas you got older, you know, you go back to it. That's a man. Claire Huxtable was bad, man. You know, that was a Marvin Short old lady. You know, and and like shows like Moesha and stuff, I ain't really watch that. I mean, my cousin, she a female. You know, she watched that at the Parkers and stuff like that. You know, And if I be over there, I'll watch it with her. But I ain't. Oh man, Moesha finna come on. I ain't never do that. Oh yeah, yeah. She was the baddest one on the Parkers. Yeah, the chick from Six, I think, for Blossom. Yeah, you know. Yeah, she was on there. That one of the reasons why I stuck around and watched it with my cousins and stuff. I said, well, it's some crazy stuff, boy. You know, I mean, the TV, the TV people, they know what they be doing. Like even if it's show A for women, like Girlfriend for example, like the majority go to watch it in women. But some guys go to watch it just to look at the women. I heard of JoJo the Seeker, but I don't remember seeing her in a long time, so I forgot how she looked. You know, and yeah, she played Blossom, but um, I try to think of some more shows and stuff. uh, oh yeah, Black Lightning. Y'all watch Black Lightning? I mean the oldest daughter, boy. She the baddest. That's the baddest boy that I could think of on TV now. You know, the daughter of Black Lightning, the oldest one. You know, she's straight. The mama's straight too. I mean, the mama's straight on Black Lightning. You know, but none can beat his oldest daughter. You know, um, cause D had this another funny moment. Cause like I think in 3 seasons so far, I only saw the first season. So D was on and said, "Man, you ain't catch Black Lightning, man. The third season on Netflix." I said, "No, I gotta watch season 2." He said, "Man, the oldest daughter, man, it's a clip. Cause I ain't finna watching the third season. I'm like about the fifth episode in, and and she in one clip, man, she standing in the closet, man. She got on lace drawers, and you could almost see everything. And then he was over my house. I said, man, you remember what episode? I said, I think I do. So I turned on the I turned on the PlayStation, and we went to the Black Light, and we started skimming through the episodes. And we went all the way to the fifth episode. I said, man, I can't find it. What episode it was? And he was like, oh, I think it was the first couple episodes. So we skimmed through it again. We finally saw it. You should have just saw how we were looking. I was like, man, it's on the episode now? Yeah. And I got my PlayStation, turned it on and started going through Netflix looking for it and stuff. And we were like, you should see how determined we was when we were like skimming through it and stuff to try to find it. you know, I mean, it just, yeah, but the top ones to me is, especially that girl for Girlfriends, the one with the tattoos and act crazy and stuff like that. I don't know what she doing now, but I ain't really looked at Diana Ross daughter that way, but she fine too now. I ain't never really, I guess cause the way she act on the show, I ain't really, paying attention to her. I paid attention to the other ones on that show. Whenever I watched it or whatever, you know. Yeah, both of the daughters straight. But look, before I say that, let me see if she over 18. Cause I don't want to get caught up in anything. I think she is though. Black Lightning cast. Yeah, she is. Okay. So she's straight too, man. You know. She 21, so she's straight. You know, I don't want to get caught up. Oh man, the truth. Lusted at the underage girls, you know. Cause people will do stuff like that. So I had to make sure before I say she's straight too. You know. Jessica Simpson little sister. Oh, I ain't know that. I mean, and then you know my uncle no longer with us. He had the biggest crush on Shaka Khan. You know, not Shaka Khan now, but Shaka Khan in the '70s. I could see where he had the biggest crush on her, cause Shaka Khan was bad back then. You know, you know, Shaka Khan. My uncle, he had the biggest thing for Shaka Khan. You know, and then with the adventure of YouTube and stuff, I saw like performances. I get when she was on Soul Train and stuff like that. Shaka Khan was bad, you know. And now I can see why my uncle was jonesing for her so much, cause Shaka Khan was bad, you know. And yeah, Shaka Khan, when during that time, Shaka Khan, she was big and older and stuff. When at that time, so I ain't, and YouTube and all this other stuff wasn't really out like that then. So all thing I could go by is the photos like on the albums he had, and that really didn't show anything. But with the richer YouTube, I looked at some Shaka Khan performances in the '70s and stuff like that, and she was bad, And Pam Grier was too. Some of them old movies used to come on TV with Pam Grier. Cause I think I was a teenager when I saw Foxy Brown and Kofi and all this other stuff, So, I'm trying to think of somebody else from back in the day like that. I'm thinking, but yeah, Foxy Brown, man, she was the truth, the afro and everything. Yeah, I heard I know what you're talking about, but I never saw it. I never saw it. But hey y'all, it's like 9 o'clock and I'm yawning. So I think this session is about to be closed. It's been a pleasure chatting with y'all. Oh yeah, she was on the L word. She ain't ugly now, but compared to Foxy Brown and stuff, she would have got it on the L word. Keep it real, But but anyway, I fit to roll. I fit to turn it over. But I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good rest of the day or night. Peace.